What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bass and Prodigy. Now today, as you can see, I'm out here fishing. I just finished recording a video on how to skip a lure with a spinning rod and reel, but today, again, we're going to be filming how to do it with a baitcaster. It is a little bit trickier with this. If you do not know how to use a baitcaster, first go learn how to use a baitcaster, then you can come watch this video. But anyways, let's get into Okay guys, so basically the lures that you can and cannot skip, I already covered this in the first video, but this is a good example of what you can skip. It's very heavy, has a flat bottom, so this is going to skip like a stone. But anything with the treble hook you cannot skip, anything that's top water you cannot skip, or spinner baits you cannot skip because of the wire. So everything else you can skip though, as long as it has some decent weight to it, you can skip it. So basically what you want to do with the baitcaster is, tip number 1. Never ever take your thumb off the spool. Always leave your thumb on the spool. When you're letting go, you want to keep the tension on the spool, but do not let your thumb go. Second, it's the same like a spinning reel. The only difference is that it's a baitcaster. Tip number 2 is change your settings for your baitcaster, because these settings that you use to cast are not going to always work with skipping, because they're going to be either too loose or too tight. I always use my stuff on 0 brakes. The only brake that I have is my thumb and my tension knob, which is like barely holding on my spool from wobbling. So my stuff is very loose, but I've mastered the art of skipping and I can cast with 0 brakes. As you guys just saw, I just skipped and hit a log, but skipping is very helpful, especially in a kayak when you're always having to cast from the side. Especially because in a kayak you sit lower, so you have to cast underneath trees and stuff. But skipping is very easy once you master it. So basically with the baitcaster, change your settings. If you use your stuff really loose, either if you're experienced, keep your stuff loose, or if you're not too experienced and you have your stuff kind of high, leave it like that. Or if you're kind of you're good, but you're not that good, put your brakes in the middle, so that you have some tension and some safety. Second, again, you want to have some line out. The thing that makes a lure skip though is when you're skipping, you want to have that hard slap. That hard slap is what gets it to skip. But you have to leave, for the first like 3 skips, you have to leave your rod parallel to the water. Once you're done with those like first 3 or 4 skips, you want to slowly lift your rod tip up. Like, you know, whenever you're skipping a stone, you automatically skip and then your arm goes up, just like that. It's the same with the rod and reel. It's exactly the same. So basically I'm going to do an example cast here. Hopefully I don't fail at this first try. Again, get some line out like a foot or a 6 inches to a foot of line out. You want to, some people say to do a roll cast like this. I do not know how to do that. Whenever I do that, it does not skip, it just does one skip. So I'm going to teach you guys how to just do it with the side cast. So basically you just want to come from the side, and once you're, not when you're out here, once you're like probably about midway through your cast, you want to let go. So, and once you let go, do not let go of your thumb from the spool. Keep slight tension on your thumb. With your thumb, keep slight tension on the spool. Once you do that, you could just skip. And again, once you get done with the first 3 or 4 skips, you just want to slowly lift your rod tip up. So let's do an example cast for you guys real quick. Let's try this again. Again, keep practicing. And at first, you're only going to be doing like a couple skips like that out in front of you. But if you do it correctly, you should get a ton of skips. The key is to let go like right here. Now in the beginning of the video I was doing good skips, and now that I'm teaching you guys I can't do them, but just like that. That was a snag, guys, don't worry, not a fish, that was a snag. But again, for skipping, just like that, and do not let your thumb off the spool. Do not let your thumb off the spool. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I can get a perfect one this time. Obviously it's not perfect because I'm on camera, but as you guys can see, it is skipping. It's just not doing a lot. off camera I'm doing like crazy skips. I'll try to get one perfectly right here for you guys. That one was pretty good. Let's try again. Skipping is just, it's all practice. It's all practice. It's all practice. But basically use those tips and those techniques and you should soon be able to cast like this. Just like that. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, stick around to see more amazing videos from me, Bass and Prodigy, and as always, stay positive, stay happy, and go catch some fish. Peace.